Right, you scallywags. What I've got for you today is hummus. Yes, that's right. I had a YouTuber ask me to do a hummus recipe, so I got to it. Looked around on the internet, come up with pretty much the most, it's very similar recipe, so the most basic hummus recipe. Hope you enjoy it. It's actually really quite good. I'm not a hummus fan, but I had it and I really quite enjoyed it, so hope you guys do too.
Now, I have to be honest with you, I didn't really know how to set up the camera to capture all this, so I hope it's okay. So first thing I'm going to grab is a blender. Now, if you've got a food processor, it makes it so much easier rather than just a blender here, but blender's all I've got, so we're going to work with it. And into this blender, or like I said, food processor, we're going to stick in half a cup of tahini paste. Now, I had no idea what tahini paste was before this recipe, so a quick Google search. It's pretty much sesame seeds in oil, essentially, with a little bit of salt and water if you need it. Now, my local supermarket didn't actually have it, so I made it myself just with some sesame seeds and some oil to get it into a nice paste. You can do the same, or if you know where to find tahini paste, I honestly don't know, no clue, then use that instead. Now, into this tahini paste, we're going to stick in 4 tablespoons of lemon juice, which is approximately 1 whole lemon that we've just juiced up. And we're just going to blend this in for about a minute. Your tahini paste and the lemon should incorporate together, and you're almost whipping the paste so it goes to a nice white colour. Now, once we've had our food processor running for about, say, a minute, I'm going to take off the lid and we're going to stick in 2 cloves of garlic that we've just diced up nice and finely. It's going to get minced up anyway in your food processor. Following this, we're going to stick in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And just to finish things off, we're going to stick in half teaspoon of cumin powder. And we're just going to put the lid back on, blitz this again for another 30 seconds so everything's nice and mixed together. Now, at the end of this, your tahini paste, your lemon, your garlic, your oil and your cumin should have been blended into a nice sort of thickish paste with a little bit of moisture in it. Now we're going to add in the chickpeas to make the hummus. So what I'm going to grab is 425 grams of chickpeas. I'm going to add half at a time, just make it easier on my blender. And these are chickpeas that are straight out of a can, so they've been in the brine. This actually makes things a little bit easier, they're a bit softer. You're not going to have a hard shell, because when we actually make our hummus, we want it as smooth as possible, and we want little bits of that sort of husk in our hummus. Okay, once again, we're going to put our food processor on high after we put our chickpeas in. Blend it until it's smooth as possible. Add in the other half of your chickpeas and once again blend it to as smooth as possible. Now, you might find that after we've done all this and we've blended everything up, that we've still got a little bit of grit, or like the husks of the shells of the chickpeas are still in our hummus. And we want it as smooth as possible, smooth and velvety as possible. So what we're going to do is add in a little bit of water. So start with around 2 tablespoons of water and blend it again. This water will just help things smooth a little bit and also give your hummus that desired consistency you're after. Now, if you want your hummus a little bit runny, or if you find it's too dry, just simply add some more water. Ultimately, you should have something that looks a little like this. It's really nice and smooth. It's quite fluffy, and it's got a really nice brown colour to it. And finally, all you're going to do is taste it. If it needs to add a bit more salt, feel free to add some salt. It's really up to you. But that's hummus for you. It's dead simple. You can make it in about 5 minutes if you've got all your ingredients on hand. And it's pretty good for you too. So it's really good with crackers or carrots cut up into pieces as well. So there you have it. To that person that requested it, there you go. I hope it's helpful, and I'll see you next week.